We are cooking nothing but Thanksgiving desserts, aren't we?
That's my favorite.
We're gonna start off with a cinnamon ripple sweet potato cake. So why don't we get started?
Sounds good.
Now, the first thing I'd like for you to do is drain our sweet potatoes. I am gonna be beating up and creaming 2 sticks of Butterbird and 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
While you're getting all of our dry ingredients ready.
How do you want these, Paula?
Just mashed up good. You can't hurt them. All right, so when you get those sweet potatoes made, Jay, you can just measure out 1 cup and put it in that bowl.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start creaming our butter and sugar together. And I'm just gonna beat this till it's creamy. Fill it up a little bit more, baby.
A little bit more?
All the way to the top and then level it off.
Super. Sounds good. So I'm gonna do the dry ingredients here. I'm gonna start out with a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Now I'm gonna add 1 egg at the time, Jay Bird.
And 1 tablespoon of salt here. And then I'm just gonna mix this up.
Jay Bird, do you ever get to cook at home?
You know, I do more so now than I ever have.
Because of your girlfriend?
Well, that's right. You know, I've always been the eater in the family up until now, but we're cooking more and more, which is nice. It's my refrigerator has more food in it now than it's had in 2 years. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 cups of this all-purpose flour. I'm
gonna add the rest of my eggs. This is my 3rd egg now, Jay Bird.
Okay.
I've got going in. I'm just gonna give a little beat after each egg.
Okay. Okay.
All right, this looks good. So, Bird, if you would
go ahead and spoon this in.
Just scoop those sweet potatoes. And again, that's 1 cup of sweet potatoes. And look at that, they were still warm, and look what they're doing to that butter. All right, now if you take that spatula and just go around the sides for me.
Sure, you got it.
Might need to cut that down, at least
Am I going the right way here? There we go. There we go.
We got it going on.
That's right, tag teaming it.
All right, so I think that's enough. So now I've got a 16-ounce carton of sour cream, and I'm gonna add 3/4 of a carton of this. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, y'all. And I'm gonna beat, beat, beat. All right, Jay Bird, if you would just take this measuring spoon and just slowly add this to our cake.
Okay, let's bring that over here.
That would be great. And I might need for you to just take that spatula and go around the edge of the bowl so we can keep all that flour. Okay, you ready for the other?
I am. So, Paula, out of all the Thanksgivings that we've spent together, what was your favorite?
Well, Jay Bird, I did love those Thanksgivings in Statesboro.
I did too.
We had so much fun.
So
all
many
you
great
kids running crazy. And
you know, I'm very upset that we don't do that anymore because I'm old enough now to play poker with y'all. But
y'all, as soon as we walked in the back door, we set up the poker table. Last Thanksgiving was pretty dadgum good. I cooked Thanksgiving here. I know the store was open.
That's right. I'm usually stuck down there, so I'm gonna have to take some time off this Thanksgiving so I can spend it with the family. You think maybe you can make a phone call for me?
I think I might know somebody.
So while you work on that, are you ready for me to make the streusel?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm gonna work on that down here. I actually am gonna take a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of chopped pecans here, add that in.
Okay.
And last but not least, we're just gonna throw in a teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
All right, now we have sprayed our bundt pan, and I'm gonna put half the batter in, and then we're gonna put your dry ingredients in the middle. Do you like eating cake batter?
I do. I could actually live on it.
All right, Jay Bird. So we're gonna take your dry ingredients
and what
Yes. Now all you have to do, Jay Bird, is just sprinkle that evenly over that batter. And if you want to do it with your hands, that's perfectly all right. And you know, this is gonna be so delicious with some fresh whipped cream.
I cannot wait.
I know, I can't either. We are doing...
You think there'll be enough left for anybody else by the time we're done?
I don't know, but you know what? Today we don't have to share. All right, so if you would just kind of rotate this bowl.
Sure.
As I go, there you go. That makes it easier. This is one of those beautiful old retro bowls from like the 60s. We got to get that little piece.
Right over here. I got it ready to go.
Okay.
On 350, we're gonna stick it in there for 1 hour.
Okay.
And count the minutes.
And look, I won't take my finger and rake that off so you can have that, Jay Bird.
350 degrees for 1 hour.
Yes. While you're stirring those, I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna finish up our cake. I'm gonna make the glaze and help you. Ooh, that's a heavy cake. So, how's this, Jay Bird?
That's beautiful.
Isn't this beautiful? Alakazabra, alakazam. I'll be damned. I'm a poet and don't know it. How's that?
That's beautiful, magic.
Yes, it is magic, cake magic. All right, now I'm gonna make a glaze for our cake. I'm gonna use 2 cups of confectionate sugar, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, 3/4 of a teaspoon of rum flavoring. I'm just gonna mix that up. Does that look to suit you?
It does.
Okay, Jay Bird, that
think it's
is
done, right?
Great.
Good.
You just put that to the side and we're gonna let it cool because otherwise the frozen topping would just collapse if we added it to the hot. So we'll let that cool. All right, now Jay Bird, so I'm gonna just glaze. I'm just gonna dribble this over our cake. Do you want it almost frosting-like?
I do.
Okay.
Do my half that way.
Okay. Now, this cake is no longer warm, so if the cake were warm, it would start to really fall down. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yum.
Wow.
Yes, wow is right. I love the glaze. That's my favorite part. And we'll sprinkle a few nuts. Look at this. Isn't that wonderful? Ta-da!
That looks amazing. I can't wait to eat it.
It does look amazing. What do you think?
I haven't tasted
To
it.
you, baby. The fam will like it.
Yeah, we did good.
Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this blast from the past, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.